The COVID-19 pandemic has severely impacted the world of work. Workers' organizations responded rapidly to the pandemic through different actions, including engaging in social dialogue, collective bargaining, and awareness campaigns aimed at combating the impact of the outbreak and answering the immediate needs of frontline workers, through occupational safety and health measures, or by protecting jobs, incomes, and the livelihoods of workers. Since March 2020, the ILO Bureau for Workers' Activities, ACTRAV, has been at the forefront to assist workers' organizations by providing them with information and technical support on how to address the socio-economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Major actions and services provided by ACTRAV to workers' organizations have included fruitful discussions with workers' organizations. ACTRAV has organized over 70 webinars for trade unions operating at global, regional, sub-regional, and national level, to listen to the challenges they are facing, discuss their responses to the crisis, and call for a better normal for all in the post-COVID world. Discussions also stressed the urgent need to implement the ILO Centenary Declaration and the ILO's four-pillar policy framework as a roadmap to combat the COVID-19 crisis. The four pillars are stimulating the economy and employment, supporting enterprises, jobs, and incomes, protecting workers in the workplace, and relying on social dialogue for solutions. Contribution to the ILO COVID-19 Information Hub. Through this online tool available to all, ACTRAV has shared the responses and actions taken by workers' organizations at national level to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 around the world. Various policy tools, videos, and knowledge products. ACTRAV has produced several policy briefs, guidance documents, and knowledge materials to assist workers' organizations on tackling the COVID-19 crisis and other challenges such as violence and harassment in the world of work, skills and lifelong learning, and more. Videos for training and awareness raising. New digital collection of publications. From March 2020 to the present, ACTRAV efforts have looked at three main challenges. ACTRAV collected and analyzed data and information from workers' organizations in 133 countries around the world to learn more about how workers are dealing with the crisis. This ACTRAV flagship report was widely disseminated among workers' organizations in multiple languages. It shows that the pandemic is a wake-up call for efforts to build forward better and advance labor and social agendas. But it also shows the importance of effective social dialogue in finding sustainable solutions to the crisis. Therefore, workers' organizations have an important role to play in ensuring that the measures taken will support an equitable economic recovery and build resilience to face future crises. The SDGs and UN reform. Trade unions' engagement is key to implementing UN reform and the Agenda 2030. ACTRAV has therefore worked hand in hand with trade unions to meaningfully engage with the UN Sustainable Development Cooperation processes, guided by the two groundbreaking publications produced by ACTRAV. With ACTRAV's support, trade unions can remain development actors able to shape and influence an inclusive, rights-based development agenda at global, regional, and national levels. Trade unions in transition. Globalization, demographic shifts, climate change, and new technologies are changing the future of work, and with it, the future of trade unions. To support the efforts of workers' organizations to participate in inclusive and effective social dialogue, ACTRAV has organized various webinars with unions to advance the findings to two key publications, Trade Unions in the Balance and The Future of Work, Trade Unions in Transformation. Keeping unions connected. ACTRAV reached out to workers' organizations at national level and is providing training and technical assistance on the platform economy, digital communication and e-learning, and much more. So, what's next? Today, more than ever, workers' organizations should be engaged in the design and implementation of policy responses to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Workers' organizations will continue to play a crucial role to better the world by contributing towards decent work for all. A roadmap including the ILO Centenary Declaration and the UN Sustainable Development Goals will be necessary for a human-centered recovery, with effective social dialogue, including the full involvement of governments, employers, and workers' organizations. A strong multilateral system to have conscious and concerted policy responses to redress and correct the differential effect of the crisis on countries and demographics. And last but not least, global solidarity for all. Let's stand together to build not the new normal, but the better normal, towards decent work for all in the post-COVID-19 world.